know. Hello?
You live?
I'm live. Should be live. What?
Nothing's coming up.
Nothing's coming up. It might be unlisted. Maybe. Go public. Hello? Oh, my brooch has fallen off already. Doesn't bode well. Hello there. Now, this is not ideally do the leaves of Lorien fall, but in this case, a rare occasion, the leaves of Lorien have fallen pretty idly.
This guy said, please do the Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon voice.
It will be only Boromir today. Boromir is the star of this show. Obi-Wan can do one.
This guy said it was supposed to be Harry Potter and the Lord of the Rings.
So you're making comments about my glasses. Well, time comes for us all, right? I'm going to have to... Well, I should have really fixed this properly, shouldn't I? When I... Hello? There we go. All right. Hello, it's great to be here. I'm going to be talking in this voice, my own Boromir voice, that is my voice, for the whole time. It may make me faint, because it makes me go very lightheaded. If I do faint, if somebody could just call 999, send him to London, that'll be much appreciated. All right, so what I'm doing today is I'm taking any questions you have on the Fellowship of the Ring, okay? As well as we're going to give away some memberships. So a few of you can see where we're at with the Two Towers, ready for hopefully releasing the first episode on YouTube tomorrow. Okay? So fire away. What questions do you have about the Fellowship of the Ring and what really happened?
First question. Do you need air?
First question. Do I need air? Yes. A tank of oxygen would be good because I am already getting lightheaded with this. Oh, wow. It's... Does
Gondor need a king?
Does Gondor need a king? So there's a number of school of thought on this question. My first answer would be, I'd say no. No, because, I mean, we've got on fine for thousands of years without it. And, and we go on absolutely fine. Yeah, sure. Sure, the kingdom's fallen into ruins and the knots are in tatters. But, also, like, we've waited a long time and I was next in line, wasn't I? So it'd be a bit unfair on those people who were waiting, Yeah, Gondor needs no king. Gondor has no king, and Gondor needs no king. That's my answer.
Next question. Why you backstab Frodo?
I'm gonna take another one first. I've seen the Frodo one. I'm just thinking of my answer because I thought there'd be a few of those because I've seen the news. But I'm gonna take who was harder to fight, the hobbits or the Balrog? Well, so let's take the Balrog first. I didn't get that involved with the Balrog fight, if I'm being honest with you. Mostly that was Gandalf, wasn't it? I was with the rest of the Fellowship, hid behind a rock. So yeah, I mean, it was hot though. I was sweating, so I can only imagine how Gandalf would feel a few foot away. But yeah, I mean, apart from sweating my knackers off, I'd say that one wasn't that difficult. Whereas the hobbits, on the other hand, they were. Was it Rimbon that kicked me in the shin? Yeah, so what was it? 30 days out from Rivendell. Rimbon kicked me in the shin, and I had a bruise the size of a watermelon, a small watermelon, an egg, a bruise the size of, and that was Rimbon. And then they did that thing, where you stood there, and one of them went and stood behind me, and then the other one went, "Oi, Boromir," and then pushed me, and I fell over, and I actually proper cracked my head. So yeah, I'm going to say the hobbits, and there was two of them. There was only one Balrog. People forget that. The two hobbits versus one Balrog. It's not. Thank you very much, Fernandez. Hi from Los Angeles. Why no face swap or Great Boromir? We are planning on doing that. But so Faramir, we were messing around, and Faramir battered me in the face. So that's why I kind of look like this. So yeah, my face is a bit different today, but I'm hoping it to be back to normal. Maybe next week, and then maybe we can do a live with my normal face, my good-looking face, without my glasses. I won't be able to see anything. Won't be able to read any questions. Oh, more questions. Yeah. Oh, go on then. I'm going to leave the Frodo one to the end. So yeah, don't worry, clocked it away. But yeah. So just have to check. Just check. Nope, my parents aren't ill. Dad might be on fire. Oh, so right. Next question.
Did Boromir need to die? They didn't even try the Athelas plant or resuscitation.
Did Boromir need to die? They didn't even try the Athelas plant or resuscitation. You know what? You're bang on. So how many arrows did I get shot with again? It was 3, wasn't it? Heart, liver, and then what's there? The middle lung, the pancreas, heart, liver. Now, every single one of them is a vital organ, but Aragorn, he healed Éowyn, he healed Faramir, and Éowyn, I believe, got hit in the shield by the Witch King. That's a bit more than 3 arrows, and he healed her, and he was right on the scene as well. You know, he could have possibly healed me and then fought Lurtz as well. Would have been tricky, but, you know, he didn't even think about it, did he? I mean, it would have been nice, you know, to go on, carry on with the 3 riders or the 2 hobbits, whichever way I went. But no, I probably would have gone with the riders, I think. But yeah, no, and resuscitation as well. Resuscitation. But, you know, also, if he'd like revive me, then it probably would have undercut my my big speech about Brother Captain King. And then if I just died, he'd only half revive me, then I just died. Then, you know, it's not as glorious an ending. So, you know, maybe it's for the best. Maybe it's for the best. And, you know, it's all right. They did all right without me. It would have been better without me, but they did okay. No, I'm not dodging the question. I'll do it at the end. Right, we're going to give away a membership first. All right. That's fine. We're going to do a first one. All right. I've never done this before, so we're going to figure this one out. Engage with your audience. Members only. Okay, not that. Show support. Membership gifting. All right, let's gift a membership. I can give 10 memberships a month. Send 5 now. Oh, do you have to send them all at one time? Oh, we might have to do it at the end then. All right, we're going to do you can only do the memberships right at the end. So that's the last thing we'll do. Okay, back to the questions and we'll give the memberships at the end. All right, another question.
Did you pick on Faramir as kids? Boromir.
Did I pick on Aragorn as a kid? Boromir. Okay, not really a fan of the bully. Is that a play on words with Boromir and bully? As if to say that I'm a bully. Well, first of all, I did know Aragorn by a different name, Thorongil. He came to Gondor, but I didn't know it was him. But he was like 30, and I was like 4 years old. So, I mean, it's quite hard for a 4-year-old to bully a 30-year-old.
Faramir.
Did I bully Faramir? Oh, different question that. Yeah, I bullied. I wouldn't call it bullying, but right, what I would do was, I would, and obviously I think differently about it now, but we had this game where Faramir and my little sister, and Irian, you don't hear much about her, they would gang up on me, and they would pin me down, and then I would have to get quite physical with them. And obviously, I was 7 years older than them. And what I would do is I would hold his head down on the rock and go, "You got to eat that rock." And he would go, but I was like, "No, that's not enough. Okay, you have to enjoy it. You have to savor it as well." And now, looking back, I was bigger, I was stronger. I could take 2 of them. I could take 1 with each hand, a bit like Treebeard. Okay, yeah. With the new revisionist of
This person said Paul was getting bullied by his younger siblings.
Poor Boll, exactly, getting bullied by my younger siblings. All right. And yet, looking back in 2025, I mean, it was the 90s. It was the 90s. It was a different time back then. It was the early 2000s. Yeah, I love Faramir. I do. As long as he doesn't outdo me in any way, I do love him. And like, thankfully, he never has outdone me in any way. So that's absolutely fine. But yeah, I mean, I guess in modern terms, yeah, you probably call it bullying with the sort of pathetic, kids these days.
Have you made up with Rimbon lately?
Have I made up with Rimbon lately? Right, so Rimbon was my 3rd favourite member of the Fellowship, remember. I might have been a bit rude to him sometimes, but he was my 3rd favourite. And before I died, I never really and I did save him. Don't forget, I did save him. So, is there much to make up for? Yeah, I was rude to him and I died before I was able to say, "Sorry for being rude to you." Like, I was pretty much under the influence of the ring at that point. So, I mean, I was off my head. But yeah, no, in answer to that, no. But I hope that the saving of him and his buddy, Pippin, I hope that went at least some way to repaying what I did. Okay? Yeah.
Do you like the song Aragorn and Legolas sang for you after you died, and why did they not let Gimli sing any of the parts?
Did I enjoy the song that Legolas and Aragorn sang for me after I died? No, I was dead. Didn't hear it. But no, we've watched it since. We have watched it since. And yeah, it's all right, wasn't it? I'm not that thrilled with my funeral. Plop him in a boat, push him down a waterfall. It's not really. I would have liked to plan a bit of it myself. Okay, but the song was fine. I guess it was a bit like, rushed. But yeah, I could see why Gimli wasn't allowed to take part. But we did need a tenor. It was like Legolas and Gimli have quite high, chirpy voice. Sorry, Legolas and Aragorn have quite high, chirpy voices. It might be nice to have them, harmonize. So, And also Gimli, like, have you seen The Hobbit with the far over the misty mountains? Like, dwarves are good singers, man. So,
Why didn't Boromir have a girlfriend?
why didn't Boromir have a girlfriend? So I like the single life, to be honest with you. I was too busy fighting orcs and making sure Osgiliath didn't fall on like a whim or anything. Not to say that I didn't have like flings and stuff. Lorith, do you know Lorith? Lorith from the Wig and Quill. Yeah, so that was my first. She wasn't quite a girlfriend, but she was. Yeah, we had a good time. Yeah, I'm not like Faramir. I wasn't looking to settle down early. With the first girl that would have him when he was 34. Yeah. I'm happy for it. I am happy for him. But yeah, like. So yeah, it was more of a choice. I wasn't single. Wasn't single by accident. No. All right, let's have another one then.
Upon reflection, is barricading a door still your greatest accomplishment?
Upon reflection, is barricading a door still my greatest accomplishment? I found that very rude. It was a good barricading, but does anyone remember my last stand with Pippin and Rimbon? I mean, that's not even top 3 for me. Running in, saving 2 childlike creatures and killing 40 Uruk-hai, that's not even top 3 for me. So, yeah, I mean, barricading a door. If I hadn't barricaded the door, there would have been honours and all the hobbits would have been dead because we didn't have time to form up, did we? So I'm not saying it wasn't very important, but I would say that I had other deeds that were a bit more like classical, the heroic deeds. You know, they don't sing songs about barricading doors. It's not that worthy a song.
What was the first thing you would have done if you managed to take the ring from Frodo?
What is the first thing I would have done had I managed to take the ring from Frodo? Okay, well, so first of all, you've got to imagine when I took it from him, I just asked politely, didn't I? I was like, can I have the ring? And he went, oh, no. And I went, yeah, fine. It's your ring. I just want to share the burden. Now I'm trying to imagine that if he gave it to me and he'd be like, here you go, have the ring. I would go, thank you. Now I'm going to enact my plan that I chatted with Aragorn. On it goes. I'm not saying it wouldn't corrupt me at all, but I'd start making my way to Gondor. What's the quickest way to do that? Like sort of over the fall in the boat, over the falls of Rhoros, a bit like the log flume. Okay, straight on to. We need to get a map up. Where does the Anduin? It's still the Anduin after the falls of Rhoros, isn't it? Where does that lead? Faramir, he picked me up, didn't he? So anyway, I get to Gondor. All right, I get to Gondor, and then I'd pop in. I'd make sure Faramir was there. I'd be like, Dad, I've got something to show you. Dad, I've got something to show you, but can we make sure Faramir's there, please? So I'd wait, and then I'd be like, Faramir, good to see you. I love to see you. Hugs. And I'd be like, Dad, I've brought you a kingly gift. Good reaction, I'm assuming. Probably a few silver trumpets. People, I would march down the Minas Tirith. Then I'd put it on. No, I wouldn't put it on because then they wouldn't be able to see me. I would stand at the gates and I go, I'm off to Mordor, gonna go kill Sauron. Off to kill Sauron. And then, knowing what I know now, though, I would kill Sauron and then I'd just pop it in the volcano. Or a Druin, or whatever it's called. Yeah. So.
Who's your favourite and least favourite member of the watch party? You can't pick yourself.
Boz, who is your favourite and least favourite member of the watch party? You can't pick
100!
yourself. 100 people. Wow. Thank you. I didn't think I'd get 100 people. Gandalf said, Oh, Boz, you're not going to get more than 15. 100 people watching us right now. That is something, Gandalf. You hear that, Gandalf? Yeah. Right. Anyway, my favourite people in the watch party are as follows. I like Sam, partly out of guilt, because I hope that if I'm nice to Sam, he'll put in a good word with me for Frodo, because I still feel a bit guilty about that. What happened? I'm on hen. Like Sam, I think he's a bit chatty, isn't he? He's like, and he's got in the Two Towers. You see him. He gets he's grown a bit of a backbone, and I like that. I was like, oh, look who's chirping up. Samwise. Samwise the brave of all. Boromir the brave though. Boromir the braver. Yeah. So I like Sam. No, Gandalf comes and goes. Not a big fan of Elrond. No, because he likes to give it out, but he could have come on the quest. He never did, and he likes to chirp about it, doesn't he? So sorry, I'm getting lightheaded. Who I don't like now, if you haven't picked up on this, you really haven't been watching very closely. I freaking hate Tom freaking Bombadil. You know, old man Tom Bombadillo. We keep moving house, and he keeps finding us. I'm gritty. I got that gritty whimsy, don't I? He's just not my kettle of fish. He's not my cup of cup of tea. You know? Boromir, don't like him. Boromir, do like him. Tom Bombadil, don't like him. Bombadil and Boromir, they're quite similar in my head. I really am getting lightheaded, aren't I? Quite like Aragorn. He started getting a bit coming back at me though. Needs to, yeah, okay, great, you're the king. Interested to see what happens when he meets Dad in Return of the King. Quite like Saruman, actually. I never really had much to do with Saruman, but I feel like there's a bit of remorse there. So yeah, there's a few that I like. Saruman. Who? Camul. Do I like Camul? Haven't chatted with him that much. I was sat on the sofa, wasn't I, next to him a bit, and it was a bit like, oh. Okay. Yeah. You're not going to suck me into the void being there, because I know there's a void trying to suck you out of Middle Earth right now. But yeah, it was fun. And he gave me a bit of his Coke, which was nice. Thank you very much, Augustus 087. I think you should make a series with Baby Elrond as a sarcastic bookie for events in Middle Earth. You know what? It's not a bad idea. Because Elrond has a head for numbers. Baby Elrond has a head for numbers. And I'll be the eye candy. I'll be the marketing. I'll be like, don't forget to bet. But when the fun stops, stop. And then he would do the tills, wouldn't he? He would do the tills with his little hands, take the money, do the bets, pay out, and he would lay the odds. And I'd do all the flashy stuff, and he would lay the odds, wouldn't he? A bit jealous of Bombadil's whimsy, I see. I got that gritty whimsy. He's got that in your face, oh, I'm a big fantasy character sort of whimsy. So, I'm not jealous. Not jealous.
After meeting Galadriel, do you still distrust her?
After meeting Galadriel, do you still distrust her? So some of the stuff she said in my head that they didn't put in the films, let me tell you, you are not trusting anyone that says that. All right. So, yeah, I mean, I can't remember what she said to me, but I just remember getting a gut feeling. I remember being like, "You're not on my side, are you? I don't trust you." What would your body count have been in the siege? Would you have had more than Legolas and Gimli? Now, that's an interesting question, because there's a bit of an asterisk with one of those. I believe Gimli. I do not believe, you know who I don't believe? Legolas. Do we believe his siege score?
Do you consider?
Well, when are you going to get that? It just went. Take the phone. I'll hold down the fort. So Gimli, I feel like we should only count melee kills because I've got a bit of a thing about archers. Do their kills really count? Like, did Lurtz really rack up a kill when he killed me? Killed me? Did he? I don't know. I think we should weight it differently. Anyway, do I think I would have won? Yes, I think I would have won. I think I probably would have got a body count of around 400. How many did Gimli get? 40, 43. 400 might be overshooting it a bit. Maybe I'm overestimating myself there. So I think what I would have done is I probably would have started outside the walls and I'd just been and then yeah. But yeah, 300, probably 320. Factor of 8. Not trying to rob you, I'm trying to help you. Not trying to scam you, I'm trying to help you. Do you consider the Rohan people as inferior peasants? Right. Good question. I heard, and I don't know where I heard this from, that the people of the people of Rohan are drunkards that live in the thatched barns and brigands that drink in the reek and their brats roll around on the floor with the dogs. If that's not a peasant, I don't know what is. But yeah, I mean, I've never met one. It's just a view that I've held on to since I was told. So yeah, I think that basically, I think the Rohirrim are bad people. Bad people and peasants. Yeah. But I've never really met one. Apart from Richard Cottontree. Richard Cottontree was all right. So yeah, he was a good one. But you can have a few good ones, right? Still a bit of a peasant though. Slay King Slay. Thank you. Slay Steward. Did you forget you had a shield? Good question. It's actually packed away in the props cupboard and it's really hard to get to, but we will have it for the next time. We might have my face back and we might have the shield. Look forward to that. All right, we're going to do 10 more minutes and then I'm going to give away 5 memberships. So stay till then and then you'll be in line possibly for a membership and you can see 3 to 4 hours of the 2 towers that we put out. Everybody else, we're hoping for it to be out tomorrow. That's the hope, the first hour. It might not be. We're still editing it, but we're hoping for it to be out tomorrow. Okay?
What is Boromir's thoughts on aggressive negotiations?
What is Boromir's thoughts on aggressive negotiations? So, I'm not really one much for negotiating. I'm more of an orc hitter, you know? Bash them first, chat it through later. However, if you have to negotiate, say you're at the Black Gate and you're like, oi, do you have one of my hobbits in there? Could we do I'd prefer it to be aggressive, okay? What do I consider to be aggressive negotiations? Well, so have you met the Mouth of Sauron? If he comes out, we negotiate for a bit, swing, chop his head off. Okay, I tried that one. When me and Aragorn talked about that one a bit on the way down there. Don't know if he did it, but don't know if he met. I don't know what happens. I'm the only one who doesn't know what happens, really. I mean, Elrond doesn't know everything. But, and I guess Gandalf the Grey died, didn't he? So yeah, he doesn't know everything, but he's also more up to the news than I am. So yeah, I should keep up better with the news, I think.
Say what you will about Rohan, but Theoden, once he got rid of Saruman, was a decent man.
Say what you will about Rohan, but Theoden, once he got rid of Saruman, was a decent man. Was he? I don't know. And I'm saying that because I've not seen Two Towers. I mean, obviously we've watched it now, but I don't want to give anything away from Two Towers because a lot of people haven't seen it yet, and it's coming out tomorrow probably. So I'm not going to answer that one. All I'm going to say is I wasn't overly impressed with Theoden's, his military prowess. I could have done a better job. I could have done a better job than a lot of people, but yeah. How do I feel about Frodo and Sam basically simply walking into Mordor? Going to leave that question for a couple of weeks' time. Right, I will come back to the Frodo question though. So maybe a couple more, then I'll do the Frodo questions, and we'll finish on some memberships. Boromir, tell Charlie to do more Star Wars. No, because this is my livelihood. Trying to take away my livelihood here. Boromir the Brave. How does it feel to be the Fellowship Parish? How does it feel to be the Fellowship Parish? Is that like religious? I'm not overly religious. Pariah. What does that mean? I'm going to look that up. I'm going to look it up. I'm going to look it up. Pariah. An outcast. So the outcast of the Fellowship. Huh. It's funny. Yeah, funny that you think that, because I never thought of myself as that. I always thought of Pippin as the outcast. Have you heard Gandalf's opinion on Pippin? Surely Pippin is the pariah of the Fellowship. He got Gandalf killed. Yeah, I mean, obviously I did. I tried to take the ring, but that was like, what actually happened was just my death. It was only consequences for me. So, and like, I feel like you have to we parted on good terms. Is that pariah? I don't think that's a pariah. No, I wouldn't say I was the pariah. Maybe the second most pariah. Yeah, after Pippin. Jeez. Right.
I don't think Tom Bombadil is your least favourite character. I think the fact you don't even remember that Charlie was a member of the Watch Party makes it obvious who's at the bottom.
I don't think Tom Bombadil is your least favourite character. I think the fact that you didn't even remember that Charlie was a member of the Watch Party makes it obvious who's on the bottom. I mean, Charlie is a prick. There's a reason why he gets the least screen time. He's so wooden, isn't he, as himself? Like, when he's doing like a voice, he's all like, yeah. But then as soon as he goes himself, he's like, you all right? How's it going? That's my impression of Charlie. It's not very good. It's very wooden, which actually makes it quite accurate, to be honest. Yeah. He's not a good actor. He's all right at impressions, but he's not a good actor, is he? This is wonderful. Stoked for the Two Towers. Thank you very much. I hope you are. I thought I loved Pippin. I do. I love Pippin. I love Rimbon. But is she all right? Is she back? Yeah. Okay. Good. So, she fine? Did you think you'd be better? All right, here we go. I'm going to answer the question that was asked at the beginning. I've thought of my answer. What was the question again? Can you remember? It was about Frodo. Was it about me being nice to Frodo?
Why did you backstab Frodo?
Why did I backstab Frodo? Okay, well, I'm presuming you didn't mean literally backstab, because I didn't stab him. You're talking about the time when I dropped the wood and got a bit angry, and none of us should wander alone, you least of all. I know what it is, Frodo. I can't remember my own lines. I mean, I've tried to erase it from my memory. Why did I do it? All right, I'm weak. I'm a man, aren't I? Men are weak. Yeah. What's like the Ring version of a feminist? Yeah, they're all saying this. Oh, men are bloody weak, aren't they? But why did I? So I saw him walking on his own, and I thought, I'll go collect some firewood, like I'll do a solid for the group because no one else was doing it. I was always the one who's collecting the firewood, and then I saw it and I thought, you know what? I've got him away from the others. Maybe I could run that plan that I had with Aragorn by him. You know, maybe I could run it by him, and then he kind of looked at me like this, didn't he? He kind of went as if like they'd all been talking. It was as if they'd all been. Did you not pick that up? It was as if they'd all been talking, and that would make anyone angry and drop their wood and then jump on him and try and steal his most precious possession, most precious artifact in existence. Anyone would have done that. Any man, anyway. Any mortal man would have done that. Maybe not Aragorn, but he's more of a Numenorian. Do I regret it? Yes. But you saw the way he looked at me. And I reckon they'd all been talking about me for a while. So I don't like it when people talk behind my back. It's one of my main things, actually. Would make for a great short.
Who would win a one-on-one scrap between you and Faramir?
Who would win a one-on-one scrap between me and Faramir? Do you really need to ask that? Right. If me and Faramir fought with weapons 100 times, how many times do you reckon he would win? Swords only, no bows. Swords only. How many times do you reckon he would win? The XG of that, the XF of that is 97 in my favor, just based on track record. Yeah. Because I had this move, right, where I'd we always used to fight in the stables, and I'd hide in like a hay bale, and I'd wait for him to come and look for him, and then when he looked down, I'd stick my horn up and I'd blast him right in the ear. That would shock him. That would knock him over, and then I'd take my tourney sword and I'd clang him and then knock him unconscious. And he kept falling. He kept falling for it. Just kept falling for it. So, yeah. Yeah, it would be me. It would be me. Like, I'm not saying he couldn't win, but it would almost certainly be me. To be fair, Boromir is the best member of the watch party, even if he is the worst member of the fellowship. Well, that is incredibly rude. It's a sort of backhanded compliment, that, isn't it? But, you know, it means I'm going from strength to strength. Fellowship is in the past. Watch party is in the future. Okay. Maybe we get 3 more likes. If we get 3 more likes, we're going to give away the memberships. Let's get to a nice round 100. And then if you haven't liked it yet, well, make sure you subscribe as well. We're still trying to get to that 1 million subscribers. I don't really know what's happened. But we're trying to get to that 1 million subscribers. It's just gone off a cliff. I don't know what's happened. Hopefully with the 2 towers, we'll get there. Oh, another like. Oh, and then bang. I should have asked that 20 minutes ago, shouldn't I? 110. That's quite a percentage leap. All right, let's give away 5 memberships. Here we go. I'm assuming it will just randomly give it away. Show your support. Membership gifting. Send 5 now. Terms apply. Okay, here we go. I think it's just going to randomly give them to people who are in the thing. I'm assuming 5 single months of membership. Here we go. Well, congratulations to KSAM098, Jazzy B52, STFC, STF Captain Buckethead, Tinny Matthew 500, and Riff 0027. Oh, thank you very much, K-Sams. You must have been a member before because you've used the Qui-Gon thing. But there you go. Congratulations. You've won 5 memberships. We're going to give 5 out maybe next week or the week after as well. And maybe some Patreon memberships as well. But we're going to have to figure out how to do that one as well. So, yeah. Thank you very much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoy watching it. if some of you want to go and watch it, it's there. There's about 4 hours on the Patreon or the memberships. The first hour will hopefully, the first 45 minutes will hopefully be on YouTube tomorrow. If not, it will be the day after. Okay. I will be back and in greater number. Well, it will just be me, but maybe I'll have a different face. Who knows? We haven't worked that one out yet. All right. Thank you very much, guys. Make sure you subscribe. Tell other people to subscribe. We're still trying to get to 1 million subscribers. And I will see you later. Last spell. No, good spell. Good spell. Oh.